Hello, my friends. Welcome to Follow Him Favorites. This year, we are telling a single story to go with each week's lesson. John, we're in 2 Nephi 6 through 10. You told me there's a story, 2 Nephi 9, right?
Yeah, these chapters are great, but there's one verse in 2 Nephi 9 where it talks about the keeper of the gate is the Holy One of Israel. He employeth no servant there, and he cannot be deceived. And President James E. Faust, I hope people remember President Faust, gave this great story. In fact, they made a movie about it even. And he talked about a friend whose husband was going to medical school. And he said, this is from the friend, getting into medical school is pretty competitive. The desire to do well and be successful puts a great deal of pressure on new incoming freshmen. So this friend of President Faust said, my husband worked hard in his studies and went to attend his first exam. The honor system was expected behavior at the medical school, but the professor passed out the exam and left the room. Within a short time, students started to pull little cheat papers out from under their papers or from their pockets. My husband recalled his heart beginning to pound as he realized it's pretty hard to compete against cheaters. This is so good, Hank. About that time, a tall, lanky student stood up in the back of the room and said, I left my hometown, put my wife and 3 little babies in an upstairs apartment and worked very hard to get into medical school. And I'll turn in the first one of you who cheats, and you better believe it. President Faust said, they believed it. There were many sheepish expressions, and those cheat papers started to disappear as fast as they had appeared. He set a standard for the class, which eventually graduated the largest group in the school's history. The young, lanky medical student who challenged the cheaters was J. Ballard Washburn, who became a respected physician and in later years received special recognition from the Utah Medical Association. He also served as a general authority and is now the president, when this talk was given, of the Las Vegas, Nevada Temple. What a great story. He said, in reality, we're only in competition with ourselves, and we've got to be honest with ourselves. We may deceive others, but we can't deceive the Lord. That's the 2 Nephi 9:41 connection.
Remember, this is 9:41. Remember that his paths are righteous. Behold, the way for man is narrow. It lieth in a straight course. That is awesome. And John, it kind of fits with 2 Nephi 9:34. Woe unto the liar, for he shall be thrust down to hell. That's not a verse you put in vinyl, is it?
Yeah, and it's not being lowered gently down to hell.
We need more thrust. Thrust.
You get chucked down there with some vengeance. Yeah, some strength, some power.
Join us on our full podcast. It's called Follow Him. You can get it wherever you get your podcasts. We're with Dr. Robert Millett this week. You'll love him walking us through these chapters. Then come back next week. We'll do another Follow Him Favorites.